Hello and welcome to the Revolutionize podcast. I'm Peggy Caruso and I am the owner of Life Coaching and Beyond. I am an 8-time entrepreneur, an author, and an executive and personal development coach. I've authored 3 books in the Revolutionize series, which I have trademarked through the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and my new book will be coming out in the fall of 2019. I have been having some really wonderful guests, and today our guest is Joe Fetzer.
Hi, Peggy.
How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself? Great to be here.
I'm grateful that you're here.
Thank you.
First of all, before we get started, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, who you are and what's your title. And
my name's Joe Fetzer. I own Moto Coaching, personalized life coaching solutions out of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. I'm a coach. I'm a professional coach. And through my life coaching endeavors, I support personal, business, and executives through professional coaching.
Great. Yeah. Okay, so I love that you're a coach because I'm a coach. So we have a lot in common.
Absolutely.
And this will be very interesting to see if our approaches are the same and whatnot. So I think everybody will be very intrigued to hear your take on it. So why coaching? Tell me a little bit about why you decided to become a coach.
That's a great question. And let me start by saying, or giving a definition. So the Coaches Training Institute defines coaching as a powerful alliance designed to forward and enhance the lifelong process of human learning, effectiveness, and fulfillment. Now, let me tell you what that means to me and my clients, all right? Coaching really is the missing link, and that's why I became a coach. I've spent over a decade working with both government and private sector organizations, and over that time supporting all of those organizations all over the world, I saw a problem. And the problem is that people are not even scratching the surface of their true potential.
Is that what you mean by the missing link?
That's the missing link. Yes,
okay.
That's exactly
I would
what
agree
I mean.
with that.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah. And seeing that problem, I wanted to come up with a solution. And that solution is coaching. Really helping people unlock their true potential personally and professionally.
Do you think that personal and professional go hand in hand?
Absolutely, yes.
I do too. I teach that all the time. Because if somebody comes to us for executive coaching, there are many times that there's a personal issue that's as the root cause of what they're making a mistake in their business. Do you find that same thing to be true?
Absolutely. And with that being said, coaching is such a holistic endeavor. And
I like that.
Yeah, thank you. I coach the person and not the problem. Because what somebody presents to you at the surface has a much deeper meaning and impact than what is just seen there. And we get to that when we coach. Now, people still have that problem that I said. They're not unlocking their true potential, their full potential, and maximizing that. Because a lot of people are neglecting the number one investment that they can make, and that is in themselves. And that's exactly what coaching is.
Yes.
It's making that investment in yourself to do more in whatever regard that may be.
I love that. That's exactly how I feel. So awesome. I know what I would say about this, so let's talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
Who do you think can benefit from a personal and professional coach?
Great question. Okay, let me start by saying this, all right? I'm going to quote Bill Gates and Eric Schmidt here, all right?
Oh, good.
Yes. So Bill Gates, right, the principal founder of Microsoft, he has a net worth of over $100 billion, okay? Bill Gates said, everyone needs a coach. Everyone needs a coach. We all need people who give us feedback. That's how we improve. All right, Bill Gates said that. One of the richest people in the world, Bill Gates. And then Eric Schmidt, who was CEO of Google and now is an executive chair of their sister company, Alphabet. Eric said, have a coach. My board member said, you need a coach. I said, I don't need a coach. I'm an established CEO. Why would I need a coach? Is something wrong? And then his colleague said, no, nothing's wrong. You just need a coach. Everyone needs a coach.
Well, you know what? Let me interrupt you for a minute because I agree. I say that every day.
Okay.
I wish it was in the schools. I think I don't care how perfect you think you are or someone else thinks someone's perfect. There's no such thing. And I actually hired a coach because I feel like, and you tell me how you feel about this.
Sure.
I feel like as a coach, we get to a point where you kind of always say, I wish I had a Peggy. I wish I had someone just a little bit better than what I'm teaching in this area. I work on myself every day, and people say, oh, yeah, you just say that. What do you do? I can tell you exactly how I work on myself. Yeah. And actually, I'm going to do a podcast on what that means of working on yourself. So I'm living proof that everybody needs a coach, and there's always somebody who can just provide a little bit more insight than to your problems. I don't need a coach to tell me how to coach someone else. I need a coach to help me with something that is, I'm too close to it. Do you agree with that? Like, I always tell parents, you can tell your children the exact same thing I can, but you're too close to it.
Absolutely. What you said was just very powerful, and I agree 100%. And you cannot see yourself from another person's perspective. Mm-hmm. It takes another person
to see it.
Do that.
Yes, I
absolutely. Love it. And that's what coaching is. And that's what's so powerful about it. That's the point. Why is that important? And I'll revert back to those two quotes from those two very prominent people in the world. Well, they saw the value in that, and they got a value out of hiring a coach and exploring those different perspectives from, somebody else's point of view. It challenges you. It takes you to that next level.
If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you.
It absolutely, yes. What a great thing. They saw the value in coaching both in their personal and professional lives. And those are two business executives. But everybody needs a coach. I can't agree with that more or say that enough.
Do you think you could use a coach?
I do have a coach.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Because I agree with that. And I always said I'd love to get a group of coaches together so you could all tell each other different things you see about the other person. Because like you said, they don't see it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And even as a societal framework, we have kind of grown away from this humanistic interaction with the evolution of technology. Everything's at your fingertips. And people are reverting back to that now. People are wanting to sit across from somebody with a professional coach to help them, to move them forward in life.
Sure. I think that there is clearly an added value to someone's life when they hire a coach. So with that being said, tell us about the investment that someone makes when they hire a coach. What do you mean when you hear that? What does that mean to you?
What does that mean to me? Well, what better investment could somebody make other than in themselves? And that's exactly what you do when you start coaching with somebody. When you hire a coach, you are investing in yourself, all right? And I want to challenge everybody listening to the podcast right now. I want you to ask yourself, what am I currently doing to invest in myself? What am I doing to get where I want to go and be where I want to be? That's what it's all about. And that's what you do when you invest in yourself. And I want you to invest in yourself. My goal as a coach is for people to get a return on that investment, all right? Whether that be goal accomplishment, some other type of success or endeavor. As a coach, I help you get there. I don't have any other agenda other than helping you, the client, achieve the results that they want regarding their investment in themselves. Now, I got some facts. Can I read these? Can I read the facts?
Oh, I love facts.
Okay.
It supports what you're saying.
It does, yes.
Very important.
And this is from the International Coach Federation.
Okay.
All right. So 99% of people were satisfied with their overall experience of coaching. All right.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, it's pretty close to 100.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is that? Well, it's because coaching works. It's because these people are getting results. They are seeing increased productivity and improved work performance, improved business management, improved time management, improved team effectiveness. They're looking at everything from a much more positive perspective, which is very powerful, and I know you know that. Engaging everything with a positive framework.
I'm going to interject just 1 second.
Sure.
So that 1% that doesn't work, my take, and then I want you to give your take, and it doesn't have to agree if you don't. But my thing is, I have a 100% success rate if they follow my coaching program.
Yeah.
It's the people who don't listen to what you're trying to teach them and do the things that you give them to do. That's the only reason that I have found in all the years I've been coaching that it doesn't work.
Yes.
Would you agree?
I do agree with that.
Okay.
Some people aren't committed.
Yes.
And that's an obstacle. That's a challenge for us as coaches. Now, when I start working with somebody, in our first session or two, we'll do what's called contracting. And I'll lay out some agreements. And I'll ask this person to be fully committed. And if they can agree to that, then we'll be moving forward.
Do you help them find an accountability partner? Because that's one of the first things that I do is say, what is like, let me give you an example. Some people, myself included in this, I can't do an accountability partner because I'm stubborn. And if you tell me to do something, I'm going to be like, no, I'm not doing it. But I have other accountability methods that work for myself.
Yes.
So I understand that not everybody can use a partner. Plus, some things are personal and you don't want to use a partner. So what do you do in that sense for accountability?
Accountability is such an important aspect of
Sure
coaching.
It is.
And actually, at the end of every coaching session, I ask my clients how they are going to stay accountable. And that question presented right now to you in the audience might seem very simple. How are you going to stay accountable? A lot of people don't know. They don't know what accountability is. So I find myself teaching accountability a lot and what that means. Now, I'll kind of frame that differently from time to time. How are you going to stay true to yourself? How are you going to stay committed? How are you going to accomplish this? I try to put the onus and the effort on the individual to stay committed and accomplish the goals, tasks, whatever that may be, however they are going to find it beneficial. If they got the self-accountability box checked, then so be it. If they're relying on a support system or they need to explore support systems, then that's what we'll do. But having that accountability piece is vital to success.
Well, you talked a lot about your process of coaching and how it works. Is there anything you want to add to all of that?
Yes. So I follow the Duquesne University coaching model. All right, that's where I got my certification from.
Nice.
Yeah, and I follow that model because I find it very effective. And just like I said in the beginning, I take a very holistic approach to coaching, whatever that may be, personal, business, or executive coaching. It's all life. Life is all encompassing. All right, and centered on my coaching model is an authentic, fulfilling life. And we explore that through the partnership, the collaboration between the coach and the client, leveraging my coaching skills, our relationship, and the actual process of coaching. All right, now I call this the arc of coaching. I got this from Duquesne. We define the context, the topic or agenda. We move into discovery, what's really there. We find the possibilities that the client would like to take. Now we are stepping into action, and then we're expanding on that. Okay, so I follow that arc throughout my coaching endeavors.
Your coaching practice is growing as mine is.
Yes.
And what are you learning as you have, like in the earlier stages of coaching? What are you learning?
So this is very interesting, all right? And it's that people are shocked to find out what they are actually capable of. It's very rewarding, actually, when somebody partners with me and they totally exceed their expectations. And that's what I'm finding, especially in these foundational times.
I would agree with you. And as I said, even me hiring a coach, there's two areas I needed. I knew I was too close to it and they needed some help. But what's amazing to me is how many people are saying, you're different. And I always say, in a good way or a bad way? They're like, in a good way. And so it's really cool when other people notice your changes. I love when I'm beginning to coach with people and after like the third, fourth visit, they'll come in and say, everybody's noticing I'm different. And then that's a motivator for them.
Yeah.
So that tells them that you're doing exactly what we're trying to get you to do.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. I love the process, and I love at the end when they compliment you. Like you see how people grown a little bit as you go, and like they think it's hard, and a lot of, because the change is hard.
Yeah.
It's habits. It's a lifetime of habits that you're going to go in and try to change. So it's really cool on our end that we get to figure out what those changes need to be and then how to make them happen. I love that.
Yeah.
But then, once they've reached that, they are so happy.
Yeah. It's so genuine,
Mm-hmm.
really. People are getting so much satisfaction, genuine satisfaction
Yep.
out of this, out of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they deserve, really.
Yep. I always say they come in as clients and leave as friends.
Yeah. That's so nice. A lot of the people that I'm working with now are wondering why they didn't start coaching sooner in their life.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's okay. At least they're doing it.
At least they're doing it now. But I really like that because, they are going and telling people that they need a coach and that
Yes.
they need to start coaching and incorporate coaching in their life, in their children's life, their marriage,
Yep. Business, everything,
executives.
friendships.
Yeah.
Well, we are out of time, but I would like to do another podcast with you, and I would like to get some feedback from everyone if they would like to maybe give us a shout out at what you want to hear. You have 2 coaches here that can kind of help you through a problem. I'd love to have some questions that somebody might want answered. And I know that you have a ton of information, Joe, so I would absolutely love to have you back. And I will let you know what kind of feedback we have. Again, I'm Peggy Caruso from Life Coaching and Beyond. And if you need any information or have any questions, please feel free to go to my website, www.lifecoachingandbeyond.com. And Joe, tell the people how they can get a hold of you, because I'm sure people are going to want to reach out to you.
Great. People do need to stop holding themselves back. Please contact me, all right? You can visit www.motolifecoach.com. That's my website. You can email me at joe@motolifecoach.com, or you can give me a direct call at 814-961-1480.
Perfect. So thank you for listening in. I hope that you had a lot of helpful information. And like I said, if you need to reach out to either one of us, that's our contact information. See you next time on the Revolutionize podcast.